What's the craziest thing you've ever done? I once crossed a road without looking left and right and left again. 2 hours of sleep a day for 5 days straight. I quit my job to cycle round the coast of the country. Moved to China. What would happen if you continuously dropped containers full of vodka near the Russian positions? In Ukraine? They would break, and everyone would be sad. You would probably get shot. Infighting as the Russians rushingly rushed to grab them. You could lead the Russians to an ambush? So your job is being filmed for National Geographic. What is the best episode about? Since right now I'm a freelance artist, the best episode is episode 100, where I finally get to upload my finished artwork, after 99 episodes of fluff and never being satisfied with my work. Watching truck drivers try to back into docks. Probably the one about all of the strange food combinations I eat. Children having tantrums in the store and talking shit about them to old women. What do you dislike most about getting older? Everything hurts. Seeing my parents age equals. Your friends don't have nearly as much time for you as they used to. And when you're single, this kind of becomes a problem. Being a raisin. How much soda cans do you drink a day and why? About 0.0003. Are you asking how much should you drink? If yes, then the answer is 0. I used to drink 1 to 2 cans a day as a child. Now I only drink water and occasionally milk because I wanted to be healthier. 3. Which book did you really hate, but you had to read it? Of Mice and Men. My English teachers really loved that book. Had to read it twice and watch the movie twice in high school. When I Was Puerto Rican, by Esmeralda Santiago is the worst book I have ever read. Every character is mean and stupid. None more so than the protagonist. And yet we're supposed to side with her. She somehow gets a Harvard scholarship and we're supposed to be happy for her. When she'd been just awful the whole time. Genius. The Game by Leopoldo Gout. Jurassic Park. Hated that book with a passion. And then the teacher decided we were going to watch the movie after to compare, contrast, kill me. What is your opinion on ants? Outside? Mesmerizing little workers. Kudos to them. Inside? Behold the chemical warfare. You little duckers. Solid movie, but A Bug's Life is better. They have their place. They get into mine, all bets are off. They're not even in the top 50 sexiest bugs. Men of Reddit. What was the best thing a woman has ever said to you? I graduated college 10 years ago. I still think about the time someone told me 8 a.m. classes suck less with me there. A girl in my class said, "You're a sweet, adorable and a nice person." Also my best friend's mom. We weren't that close back then. Said that I'm a good man and she trusts me with her daughter's life. She said that if she had a son, she would have wanted him to be like me. What her mom told me has had an effect on me and I actually teared up a little on hearing it. My mom never said she was proud of me. My sister's cute friend said I looked handsome at my sister's wedding. Been riding that high for almost 6 years now. A friend told me she preferred how I looked bald rather than when I had a ton of hair and that I was a great-looking bald guy. This meant so much as I am bald due to alopecia areata and legit used to have thick flowing locks. So it was a hard process choosing to shave my head that first time. When was your last time you laughed hysterically? What made you laugh? Yesterday, when Ferrari put hard tires on Charles Leclerc. Read this TIFU. Tifu potato story. https UTM_source equals share an amp. UTM_medium equals iOS_app an amp. UTM_name equals IOSSMF. It was some nonsense from a YT video of soup. I haven't laughed this damn hard in months. Having game night with some old friends and people from HS I hadn't seen in a while. We played Cards Against Humanity. To include our older children. It was hilarious. Rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing. What's something you're tired of explaining to people? Africa is not a country. That when you make a claim, you've got the burden of proof. No one has to disprove your shit just because you opened your mouth. How anxiety works and don't works. Yes. I'm sure I'm autistic. Yes, I know it's more common in men. No, I know I don't look disabled. WTF. Why are you expecting me to say, thank you, when you tell me, you act so normal? Sorry. That turned into a rant. It is a learning disability and I am protected by the Equality Act 2010. Women can be autistic. We mask and hide to get through life. I hold down a job and function well enough, but it's exhausting. And some days is all too much. When I say I've had enough, I really have had enough. What did you want to be when you were a kid, and what did you become? I wanted to be a vet, but instead I became a failure. Astronauts still went to the moon with stocks. I wanted to be the guy. You know how in movies they always say, I know a guy. Yeah. That's me. I am now that guy. I wanted to be a pilot. I grew up to be a music producer and DJ. What two songs are meant for each other? We didn't start the fire. It's the end of the world as we know it. Luckily the genius Neil Cicierega mashed them up for us. As Space Monkey Mafia. A remix of As It Was and Heat Waves would be a perfect torture device. Personally, I think Sweater Weather X After Dark. Obla D by the Beatles and Get a Job by The Offspring. What was the first video game you ever played? Probably River Raider or Pong. Pong on an old tube TV. Sonic. Turok N64 scared the shit out of me. So by accident you became Pope. What is your first move? Track all pedophile priests down and make sure they won't molest a child again. Release all the names of the diddlers who've been protected by the church. Allow women to be priests. Overturn the church policy on birth control and abortion. And excommunicated those who committed child abuse. Try and get an accurate translation of the Bible, one that doesn't say things like gay marriage is an abomination, or if a man rapes a virgin they must get married. If you were serial killer, what kind of nickname would you like to have? Carter the Unstoppable Sex Machine. Bob the Cock. Hap Doggo. My real name * the Evil Sumbic. What is your hobby? Starting arguments on the internet. Reading, art, fly fishing, golf. Petting my cat. Music, video games, skiing. What two songs are meant for each other? We didn't start the fire. It's the end of the world as we know it. Luckily the genius Neil Cicierega mashed them up for us. As Space Monkey Mafia. A remix of As It Was and Heat Waves would be a perfect torture device. Personally, I think Sweater Weather X After Dark. Obla D by the Beatles and Get a Job by The Offspring. If you were serial killer, what kind of nickname would you like to have? Carter the Unstoppable Sex Machine. Bob the Cock. Hap Doggo. My real name * the Evil Sumbic. Men of Reddit. What's your best bro tip? Do not leave your home smelling musty. Show your bros you care about them in little ways. If you don't message them often, message them just to ask how they're doing. Things like that. Bros are lonely nowadays. Every bro needs a message. It's okay to compliment another bro. Check on your bros. They won't necessarily tell you when they need help. What is your favorite desert? Sahara. IDK. The Mojave Desert is kinda cool, I guess. Antarctica. Mostly cause it's surprising that it counts as one. It's cold, but there's almost no precipitation. The Gobi. What's it like after you die? Exactly like it was before you were born. I have one coworker. Sometimes all he does is saying dumbest things. After saying something that you think is dumbest thing ever, he somehow manages to say something even drummer later. And it never stops. Me? Well, I guess we find out? You don't. We live in quantum immortality. What was the scariest video you have seen? When I learn about IRL gore videos. Video of my ex. I don't know why it scares me so much, but there's this really weird video of some giant doll with some Miku Hatsune style auto-tuned "I feel fantastic" phrase along with some weird musical instruments playing. The composition of the video is really weird. There's shots of some random part of the woods. Just search on YouTube, "I feel fantastic," and you'll know what I mean. My grandkids. About 15 months. Video of him climbing out of his crib and just staring at the wall for about 30 seconds. There was nothing hanging on the wall. Women of Reddit. What's the creepiest thing a man has said to you? How would you feel about getting on all fours and acting like an animal? Not necessarily creepy, but I was shocked, loudly crying. Not a woman myself, but when I was doing stuff with my female cousin, I overheard random people who assumed we were dating talk about our presumed adventures and what they would do to her. That's the story of how my second eldest cousin got into a fight with someone in the middle of a mall. He is literally taller than The Rock and weighs just as much. Do you like having sex with your husband? Spoke to the guy 4 to 5x before that. He was also married and had kids, and it was at work. A message that read, "I am watching you. If you could be transported there and live there for as long as you want, what movie universe would you live in?" Backdoor Sluts 9. Cool World. https://u2.be/desiwix2alc t=60. The Grishaverse, or the Wizarding World. That spaceship in WALL-E. How does the news on social media affect your mental health? It doesn't. Ever since the Trump presidency, I've completely detached from politics and current events. I don't want to spend any time or energy on a bunch of shit I have no control over. I only use Reddit, TikTok, and YouTube. I'm not watching news on any, so no affect. I don't follow the news on social media. It makes me anxious. I don't want to be anxious and worry about things that I do not have control over. Badly. I wish I could stop looking at it, but I feel anxious, so I aimlessly scroll social media. See bad news. Feel anxious. So scroll. It's a vicious cycle. What are your spiritual beliefs? None. I'm agnostic, so I don't really have any. I don't agree with any of the mainstream religions I know of. But the universe is a big, mysterious place. The true nature of existence is unknowable at this point. I've come to terms with the fact that we'll never know everything about it. If this is all the result of intelligent design, I would imagine it to be from some otherworldly scientist, mathematician. Not some holy deity. I'm just not a spiritual person, and I don't generally buy into ideas without strong evidence. Since it's unknowable, I'm fine with saying, I don't know. I believe in the flying spaghetti monster. I believe what I can observe and measure. How do you keep your relationship, marriage alive after the honeymoon phase is well over? I cannot overstate the importance of being nice to each other. Even when you're mad, you can still be nice. Trust me, you can. There's a world of difference between, "Hey babe, can you take out the trash?" and, "You never take out the trash, you asshole." Quote. Create new honeymoon phases. Keep things interesting and don't take each other for granted. You love each other very much. That's why you're together for so long. Battling the ups and downs life hands you as a married couple. We like each other a lot too. Study her menstrual cycle and surprise her with flowers every period. Men of Reddit. What was the best thing a woman has ever said to you? A girl in my class said, "You're a sweet, adorable and a nice person." Also my best friend's mom. We weren't that close back then. Said that I'm a good man and she trusts me with her daughter's life. She said that if she had a son, she would have wanted him to be like me. What her mom told me has had an effect on me and I actually teared up a little on hearing it. My mom never said she was proud of me. I graduated college 10 years ago. I still think about the time someone told me 8 a.m. classes suck less with me there. My sister's cute friend said I looked handsome at my sister's wedding. Been riding that high for almost 6 years now. My girlfriend in college once gave a Valentine's Day card. In it, it said, "I'm glad I met you." Seems a bit unromantic, maybe. But this gal was always awkward at expressing herself. I was too. A lot of people say, "I love you," and don't mean it. Sometimes they think they mean it. But when she wrote, "I'm glad I met you," I knew she meant it. Like, she really meant it. She was all nervous to give me the card too. I thought it was very sweet. And I couldn't get the card out of my head for weeks. What are the benefits of being bilingual? More YT content or TV show variety. You could read more books, and in turn learn new things from different perspectives, and shop online for different items. I live and work in a different country to where I grew up. More variety of curses and ability to switch the language while cursing. It infuriates people so much when they don't understand what you're saying but they know it's just bad. If you could be transported there and live there for as long as you want, what movie universe would you live in? Backdoor Sluts 9. Cool World. https://u2.be/desiwix2alc t=60. The Grishaverse, or the Wizarding World. That spaceship in WALL-E.